Here are 4 more great Deku figures for under 30 USD, which I haven't featured yet. Part 1, Welcome to Running on Empty. First off is Brave Graph number 2, Volume 2 Deku by Bandai Spirits at about 26 USD. At 16.5 centimeters from base to hair and 106 grams, this Deku is tied for second place as the tallest in our lineup today, but it comes in as the third lightest for weight. Getting the weaknesses out of the way first, I hate, as always, the peg placement on his glute. I wish they'd have just attached it to his lower spine instead. Please, Bandai, stop doing this. Anyway, next. I don't like the giant ugly base. I feel like there's a lot of wasted surface area here, and I'm not too jazzed about the white color either. But that's it for the weaknesses. As for the strengths, I like that he has no removable parts, meaning his body is just one unit, and I think that makes figures less prone to breakage, when you don't have to assemble them yourself. I like the great dynamic pose, which has decent wrinkle detail, and I also like the way that his mask is flapping behind him. It gives his pose a lot of great realism and energy. The paint job is simple and flat, with no shadow detail apart from his hair, but I also appreciate the use of the metallic paint on his mask and gloves, as it gives the figure a little extra vibrancy. As for the face, I think it's not bad. I'd give it a solid B+. This is a decent Deku figure on a budget. Next is the Age of Heroes version 2 Deku by Bandai Spirits at about 25 USD. Also at 16.5 centimeters from base to hair and 102 grams, this is the same height as the last Deku, but is the lightest figure of today's lineup. Again, we'll start with weaknesses first, and the biggest and only one is his face sculpt, which I give a D for disappointment in terms of character accuracy. I'm sorry, but to me, this is not Deku's face. Aside from that though, I think they did a good job on his hair, body, and costume sculpt. Even the pose, though simple, has a nice determined air about it, which I like. The wrinkle detail is also very well done, and really gives his costume some dimension. He's also got no removable parts, just like the last Deku, which is awesome for structural integrity of the figure. And I like the small base, which is a solid black plastic, which I prefer for budget figures. I also love that he's stable and doesn't need any pegs or supports to keep him up. The paint job is also flat like the last one, and they've kept it simple with only a little bit of metallic paint on his gloves. They chose not to add silver paint to his mask, which is a shame because I think it makes the mask look less impressive without the silver paint on. Regardless, apart from the face sculpt, I think this is a pretty alright Deku figure if you're on a budget.